Now coming up on 6:30 on WKYT this morning, Kentucky remains under a state of emergency as thousands deal with damage and now flooding issues caused by the major winter storm.
We are tracking a crime alert after an overnight robbery near UK's campus.
And there's really no chance of a warm-up anytime soon. I have it in the 7-day, but it's still a long ways away. I'll show you that forecast coming up.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning, and it is so good to have you with us on WKYT as we soldier through this last bit, hopefully, of this very tough winter weather we've had over the last week. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. There are more than 100 school closures and delays this morning as the impact of last week's winter storm just continues. Madison
County, which had been expecting to operate on a 1-hour delay, is now closed for today. There is school, though, today in Fayette County, and both UK and EKU are operating as normal today.
Meteorologist Micah Harris is in our First Alert Weather Center with a look at the forecast.
Yeah, and the look is a cold one and also a little bit of snow flying around. It's not much and it's not going to cause any issues. I just don't want you to be surprised as you're traveling this morning. Go down 460 toward Frenchburg coming out of Mount Sterling, and you can see it's small. It's there, but it's just not much. Down toward the southeast, we even have some flakes flying around there too. Now there is a boundary right through here, and it will sink southbound as we get into the latter portion of this morning. And expect those temperatures southbound here at 27 in London Corbin area. Expect those to drop. We've already hit our high this morning. That was at midnight in the 20s. We'll finish off in the upper teens, lower 20s, mostly cloudy. Look toward tomorrow morning, 2 degrees, wind chills below 0. Do we ever get a break? Well, I'll show you one chance at least coming up in your 7-day forecast in just about 10 minutes.
Okay, we look forward to that. We'll see you in just a bit.
Well, this morning, melting snow from last week's storm causing flooding in many roads in Knox County.
The problem is a complete opposite in many homes where people are struggling to get running water. A lot of the intakes have been clogged up. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is at the live desk now with the latest on the water woes in Knox County and the issues in southern Kentucky. Good morning, Hillary.
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. Hundreds in Knox County are without water this morning, while their community is also dealing with widespread flooding. People there describe it as simply a mess. The DeWitt community, one of the county's most populated, is also one of the areas most affected. Many roads in the area became flooded yesterday as the snow began melting. This also caused creeks to rise, making their way into yards. And while there is too much water for the drains to handle, many homes and businesses are without running water after the cold weather caused many pipe problems throughout the county. Now, this caused many to brave those flooded roadways yesterday in order to bring back bottled water to their homes. With all of this water and slush now out on the roadways, officials ask folks who are out to be extra cautious since there is a chance it will freeze over and once again become icy. At the live desk, Hillary Thornton, back to you.
Hillary, thank you. Flooding and water shortages are also a problem this morning in Pike County in far eastern Kentucky. Leaders there say about 3/4 of the homes had no running water as of last night. Ice and debris piled into the rivers, and when it thawed over the weekend, it jammed up the water pumps. People that do have water are being asked to use it very sparingly. Several fire stations in the county have water for those who need it.
Well, crews in Jackson County are cleaning up the courthouse after snow caused some serious damage. Judge Executive Shane Gabbard says over the weekend someone noticed water leaking from the ceiling. Gabbard thinks heavy snow on the roof caused it to crack, damaging the walls in the old courtroom, and all the carpet is damaged. Well, several marinas in Kentucky also trying to clean up mess left behind from this week's storms. Snow and rain in Clinton County damaged many boats and even sunk some altogether. The Environmental Emergency Response Team was at a marina in Corbin last night, helping to remove some excess water.
It's 6:33 on WKYT this morning, and a group of volunteers in Frankfort is making it their mission to get students back in school this week before they miss too many days. The superintendent is calling it Operation Save Spring Break. Spring break in Frankfort is usually 3 weeks. They run on a modified year-round calendar. But thanks to missing all of the last week due to winter weather, that break has already been cut to 2 weeks. Yesterday, an army of volunteers gathered to get rid of the snow and ice around schools so that students would not have to give up more of their spring break time.
People were bringing their weapons of mass excavation, their shovels and stuff, and snow plows.
Yeah, there were no pathways around the building at all. They were completely covered up and ice underneath them.
Weapons of mass excavation, like that. School leaders also had to deal with frozen drains inside the elementary school. Water flowed down through the ceiling and into the hallways. There are a couple of flights canceled out at Bluegrass Airport in Lexington this morning. 2 flights from the Dallas-Fort Worth area and 1 going to Dallas have been canceled. A lot of weather problems out around DFW this morning. There are also 2 delayed flights leaving from Lexington, one of those going to Detroit and 1 to Chicago. According to Jim Cantori at the Weather Channel, 75% of all canceled flights today are out of Dallas-Fort Worth, where they're having icing and at least a tough one-day winter out there. We have more than 100 school closings and delays this morning. You can keep up with the complete list at our website, WKYT.com, where we also have all the latest weather information.
In other news now, Lexington police say 2 men pulled a gun on a clerk at a Lexington gas station. The robbery sparked a crime alert from UK police. WKYT's Mark Barber is live at the scene now with the very latest for us. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Rebecca and Bill. The manager of the Speedway that is right across from UK Hospital says that this is highly unusual. She tells me that in the 10 years she has worked here, this gas station has never been robbed. The robbery prompted UK to send out a campus-wide crime alert. Now that alert has since been cleared, but police say they are still searching for the 2 men who robbed this gas station. They tell me that the station was robbed here around 2 a.m. They say that's when the 2 men walked into this gas station, ignoring the 3 customers who were inside, and made a beeline straight for the clerk. I'm told one of the robbers was armed with a gun, demanded cash from the clerk. We're told that after they got the cash, they took off. Now, police say that they have a very limited suspect description of the robbers. We're told that both men were covering their faces with scarves. One was wearing a gray hooded sweatshirt and gray sweatpants. Police say the second man was wearing a black hooded sweatshirt with khakis. Now, the manager of this gas station here says that the clerk who was threatened with the gun was not hurt, but I am told that he is recovering at home. Now, police say that this robbery was caught on surveillance camera. They say at this point that they're hoping that that video helps them catch the crook. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Well, Lexington police made an arrest after a man was shot in the head. Riddell Freeman is charged with assault. Police say he shot the victim yesterday on Bright Avenue off Georgetown Street. Police say the victim's head was actually grazed by the bullet. He was taken to UK Hospital with a non-life-threatening injury. Freeman will be arraigned this afternoon.
New this morning, a babysitter is in jail accused of sexually abusing a child he was caring for. Lexington police charged 28-year-old Marcus Brown with sodomy. They say he had sexual contact with a 7-year-old girl he was caring for. A group working to improve economic diversity in eastern Kentucky has been approved for a $200,000 grant. That money will help pay for startup costs for Shaping Our Appalachian Region, or SOAR. The Appalachian Regional Commission has pledged a total of $750,000 toward the group. A SOAR meeting with lawmakers from around the Commonwealth was postponed last week because of the weather.
A Woodford County family has their pet to thank for saving their lives. Firefighters tell us smoke detectors in the home on Delaney Ferry Road were not working yesterday when this fire started. One of the men living there says his daughter's dog, Axel, started barking, and thanks to that dog, 3 people and 3 dogs, also a cat, made it out safely. Crews say the fire started because the family is trying to thaw out frozen pipes with a heat lamp. A group of about 36 Kentucky Air National Guardsmen have deployed to an undisclosed air base in the Persian Gulf region. The airmen left Saturday for a 4-month mission. A Kentucky Air Guard mission commander said they will fly troops and cargo around the region in support of Operation Freedom Sentinel. A second group of airmen scheduled to leave from the Kentucky Air National Guard base next week. A third rotation will deploy in late April. Well, someone in Lexington is $1 million richer this morning.
That got your attention, didn't it? Lottery officials say someone matched 5 of the 6 numbers in Saturday night's Powerball drawing. So far, the winner has not claimed their prize. They have 180 days to do so. Kentucky lottery investigators will be performing security checks this morning, figuring out which establishment sold that $1 million ticket, and they plan to announce this morning where the winning ticket was sold. So we have someone wealthy among us, it looks like.
Good for them.
We'll find out. All right. Time this morning is 6:38 on WKYT This Morning.
All right, let's check traffic, see what's happening out on the roads.
Here is Officer Don with a check on live drive traffic. Good morning, Don.
Good morning. Still some slick spots, so don't get caught off guard. There are patches of ice here and there For instance, on my right end, Man-O-War and Alumni, right there at that turn's a big old patch of ice you have to deal with, and then the ride on Alumni is not going to be much different, too. So, as I said, just a heads up on your way in. Quick look outside. We'll show you what's happening as you head out the door this morning with the live look at Broadway and High Street, where traffic looks okay. You can see traffic inbound there and outbound moving. On our Waze map, there's nothing major going on as we get an overall look at what's happening around Lexington and on the interstate. 75 looks okay. Downtown looks good, too. Our construction zone, a little bit of a slowdown right now approaching Leestown Road in the Versailles Road area, but other than that, it seems like we're okay. We'll keep you up to date. Now back to you in the studio.
We know you will, and we thank you very much, Don. And if you're just joining us this morning, Fayette County schools are open today. They're operating on a normal schedule. Madison County schools, though, are closed. They had planned to delay their close. Scott County's closed. We have a big list there at the bottom of the screen.
So, you know, Bill, running can make you hungry a lot of times afterwards, but do you ever get hungry while you are running? Here's an odd solution if you don't mind some folks staring at you.
All right.
Seems like more of a waste of time for me. Current temperatures were sitting there in the teens and 20s as the winter just continues to funnel on in here. Do we ever get a break in our 7-day forecast? I'll show you at least one coming up.